What's up, my Mandarins? It's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am back with an annual video, and this is the 5th year in a row that I have done a DIY Mother's Day gift idea video, which is so crazy. 5 years? What? So yeah, that's a thing. But that's what this video is going to be today, my 5th DIY Mother's Day gift idea video. And guys, you're not even ready for these gift ideas. I am so happy with how these came out. They're super simple, they're really cute, and are such a great thing to add to a gift that you plan on giving mom. So as you guys know, I started on this channel what I like to call Mandarin of the Week. You guys know the drill at this point. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video to see who this week's Mandarin of the Week is. And now for this week's question, I would like to ask you guys, I'm looking for some new music, some new songs, and all the things and the stuff. What are your top 3 go-to songs to listen to at the moment? One little side note, I love music. I'm really open-minded to pretty much every genre. The only one I don't like is country. Sorry guys, so if you guys leave me any country songs, I probably will stay away from those. But yeah, any input that you guys leave would be so appreciated, and you also have the chance to be my Mandarin of the Week next week. Now before we jump into today's video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you really enjoy it and find it helpful. Hit that subscribe button down below to become a part of the Mandarin fam, and don't forget to click those post notifications so you get notified when I upload a new video. Now without further ado and no more blabbing, y'all, let's just jump into this video. The first DIY is a custom hand towel for mom. Start with a plain colored towel, preferably a light color, and some pom-pom or tassel trim, and add the trim to the bottom of the towel. I simply did this with some E6000 glue. You can also use fabric glue or sew it on, whatever you prefer. After doing this, fold your towel into thirds and use some fabric paint color of your choice and any stencil to design your towel with. With a sponge brush, dab the paint on top of the stencil while using your other hand to press down the stencil. This will prevent the paint from seeping through the towel. Do not dab too aggressively or the paint will seep completely through the towel and onto the back layers. When finished, remove the stencil and let it dry. Add kitchen utensils you plan to gift your mom inside the towel, tie off with some ribbon, and done. How adorable is this gift? Perfect for if your mom loves cooking and spending time in the kitchen. Next gift idea is a DIY wrap clutch for mom's handbag to store all of her essentials in. To start, take 2 fabrics of your choice. I chose white felt because of its sturdiness and this anchor printed fabric, and trimmed both pieces into a long rectangle. I used a rotary blade to help achieve straight, non-jagged lines. With a pen and ruler, I will be making a mark on either side of the fabric straight across from each other and on the top middle of the fabric. With my rotary blade and ruler, I will be cutting a diagonal line from one side to the middle. Repeating on the other side, the end result should be a triangle. With the wrong sides of the fabric facing each other, sew or glue the 2 pieces together, leaving a 4-inch gap to help turn the clutch inside out. After sewing or gluing, turn inside out, making sure to push out the corners and stitch up the remaining gap. Now fold your clutch to make sure it lays correctly. It should look just like this. Then glue or stitch the front back panels together, making sure the triangular flap is still long enough to fold over. Then add a long piece of ribbon to the inside of the triangular flap and sew a button on the outside of the triangular flap. The ribbon will be used to wrap around the clutch and the button to ensure the clutch remains closed. Test out your clutch, wrapping the ribbon around the clutch like so, and trim off any excess if necessary. Now fill the clutch with some of mom's favorite essentials such as lipstick, lip balm, a nail clipper, who doesn't need a nail clipper, a nail file, floss, tissues, and you're ready to gift this clutch. Last idea is a simple DIY for if you want to give mom some flowers but with a touch of DIY involved. Begin with a glass mason jar and some painter's tape. Use the tape to make random patterns all over your jar like large and small triangles, squares, rectangles, etc. Next, with some gloss finish Mod Podge, add as many dollops as you will need for the amount of colors you'll use. I'm using 4 colors, so I have 4 puddles of Mod Podge. Next, add some acrylic paint to the glue. Don't be afraid to be generous with this because it does dry translucent. Just don't add too much. Paint any desired sections of the jar with all your colors of paint. Let it dry, then remove the tape. If some paint seeped under the tape, do not worry because we will clean this up later. With some puff paint, I chose blue, but you can use black to give more of that stained glass look. Trace the outlines of each shape you painted onto the jar and create more shapes off of the already existing ones. After you are finished, it should look something like this. Let the puff paint completely dry. This can take a bit, so be patient. After the puff paint is dry, paint over the shapes you made earlier using the same paint/Mod Podge mixture. If you have any paint that went out of the lines from painting, either use a dry Q-tip to remove or a small, thin paintbrush with non-acetone nail polish remover and a paper towel to wipe clean. When the paint is dry, add some flowers and done. Super easy and a nice little DIY for mom's bouquet of flowers. So that was it for this year's Mother's Day video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it and found it helpful. Please give a thumbs up if you did and make sure to check out my previous Mother's Day DIY videos for more gift ideas. Now it's time for this week's Mandarin of the Week, and that person is Impala Baby 67. Last week I asked you guys what your favorite fashion trend was, and I loved this answer. Although some of us love fashion trends, including myself, it's great to develop your own sense of style that is true to you. Fashion is another way of expressing ourselves and one of the many things that makes every individual unique. If you want to have the chance to become next week's Mandarin of the Week, make sure to answer this week's question in the comment section below. I love you guys with all my heart. Thank y'all for all your love and support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!